I have been playing today, lazy Sunday. I took some long business envelopes and I just glued them shut. Everybody's done this a million times, but this is the first time I've just sat and mass made several. Just pockets to glue in or to turn into a flip, whatever you do choose to do, tuck them in. Just simple. I lined them. I left the backs plain. This is where the flap. Okay, so I used coffee dyed ones. So this was, the envelope. Okay. And then I just started covering them. I thought, let me use some of Joey Cardmaker's kit called Botany Fair. I had done a journal out of this, a year ago probably. And I thought maybe I'll just pull some of this out. This is pretty. They're all pretty. They're all so pretty. How's everybody doing? This is Linda at Handmade, Iowa. Let's do the blue. Looky there. I just was looking for something different to do today. Different for me. I do things very simply. I don't always use a pencil, but generally I fold. I'm just going to actually tear because I don't mind the fuzzy edge. I like that. I'm going to just fold. You can use your paper cutter if you like them. I don't really like using a paper cutter. I like to play with my paper. I like to feel it. I like to manipulate it. I like to use my fingers and hands more than a machine. So there. This is where I cut this one off. I need to line it, but I want to get something pretty on the front. So I'm going to make it up. Make it up, glue it on. Some I did solid, like this. This was a piece of Amy at the Crafty Cats kit. It's called, I can't think of what it's called. Regal 2, I believe. This one is a piece of Regal 2, and then I just pieced it in. This is a piece of Regal 2, and then I just did a plain bottom with a sticker and a little card thing. This is, I'll tell you who that is in a minute. I'm having a blank space. I believe it was a freebie on Ko-fi. It is, listen to me being forgetful. Oh my goodness. She's on Instagram. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you in a minute when I remember. She's got beautiful journals on Etsy. I want to get this apart before the glue sticks where that, there. So there's the front, and I will notch that out. I'm going to put some paper on the inside, and for that, I use the inside of book pages. You don't have to go all the way down. I'm not going to show all the way down. Nobody's going to get their head inside the book and journal and, look. So we've had a busy weekend. My son's friend is here. My son works at a bank and an insurance office in a bank. And he had to be in the parade Saturday. And their float for the bank was the Monopoly game. So the bank president was the banker. My son was in jail. He had a jail costume, stripes. He wore black Doc Martin boots. And he had a jail hat on. It was cute. They had a couple of people that looked like dice. One girl had a railroad suit on for the railroad. Perfect. Now I'm just going to pull this out a little ways and just put a little glue on. Like that. And try to get it back down in perfectly. It was a cute float. Very cute. Tons of candy. My son and his wife and their little 2-year-old went. And boy, did we come away with candy. I am not kidding you. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the top too, even though it won't show, really. It might if it's a flip. I don't know what I'm going to do with these until it comes time to pop them in a journal, So anyway, we did that Saturday morning, and it was hot. It was 90-something, but the heat index was 110. And, you know, we have humidity in Iowa, and the corn's big, very tall. So with that, you get a lot of humidity because corn makes moisture. So the moisture was high. The UV was 8. Yeah, it's not nice in Iowa in the summer. It's boating weather. Everybody was out on the boat. So after the parade, we came home. I stayed in the house. The boys went out on the lake. I'm going to measure for the center. I don't like to cut my notch when it's wet because sometimes my punch sticks. See if it works. It worked. So we do this. And we give it a little. So then that happened Saturday. Then they went out in the lake and floated, actually is what they do. They float and drink beer and talk. But my son couldn't do that. He just got in the water and hung out because Saturday night they had a carnival and he had to work at a raffle ticket sales. So there's that one. Total fun. I think I'll do something a little different with this one. I think I'll take some white, go across the top, and glue that on. Like this. Oh gosh, did they ever throw the candy? They had everything from Tootsie Rolls to popsicles, hats, frisbees, cups, koozies. My grandson got 2 rubber duckies. I don't know who was throwing rubber duckies out, but he got 2 rubber duckies. He got a frisbee. Plastic cups from the hospital with the name of the hospital on it. It was fun. It's just fun. I don't know what's an American flag keychain. That was another thing. My son goes, go get that keychain. I had to run into the street and grab it. We were in a place where my son told us where to be because he and what side of the float he would be on. And he said, I'll bomb you with candy. And bomb he did. Tons of not bomb pops, what do you call them, blow pops? Lots of blow pops. Let's put some more Joey's on here. We did the blue. Let's do some of this. I think I'll just tear it. Let's see. Let me get rid of half of it. Oh, it was a lot of fun. So anyway, then Saturday night, we had to go back up. We didn't have to go, but we did. We thought we would go along, his friend and I, and ride with him. It's 30 minutes to where the bank is that he works at. And So I said, oh, we'll ride along. He had to be there for 2 hours. I said, we'll just go play bingo. Well, the bingo stand wasn't going. It was inside the fire station with the air conditioning, but it wasn't going. So I don't know. We didn't see a time for it. So we went down to the beer garden because they had a band, and it was $10 a person to get in, and we were there about 25 minutes. And we had to get back, but the mosquitoes were biting. It was typical Iowa. Typical everywhere in the summer. We've had a lot of rain, so the mosquitoes are crazy. They do spray, though, which helps a lot. Spray a couple times through the summer. Now our county fair is next week, not this coming like tomorrow, Monday, but in a week. I think I'm going to enter a journal because nobody around here. I'm going to trim this little bitty. This little. I actually should go ahead and do that. Nobody knows what junk journals are. I don't like the fact that I'm gonna cut this. That this is gonna be up where I notch it out. And my dahlia, not dahlia, what is it called? What is my flower called? Not hydrangea. Oh my word, I forget it every year what it's called. Great big, huge blooms. They're beautiful this year. Just started blooming this weekend. Dinner plate size, and it's not dahlias. Not hydrangea. It starts with an H. I am totally blank tonight. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. My daughter was here today for lunch. Well, late breakfast. A beautiful breakfast. Lots of fresh fruit. My son did the cooking. There, I think that'll work. That'll be cute. Let's do that. Thank you, Joey, for the beautiful digitals. He's got a new kit out. I saw it, and I don't even think I got commented on it. I think I did a like and didn't get commented. I got to go back and find it. I can't keep up with all these creative people and their beautiful kits. I don't know how they come up with the things they do. Of course, I guess it's just something I've never done. The time that it takes to research to see if your images are copyright free, I don't want to spend time doing that. That's just exhaustive to me. So good for them to do all that legwork for us so that we have something beautiful to create with. All right. There's another one. I'm going to see if I can get this one trimmed or notched too. Got some more shiplap up yesterday when the boys were out in the boat on the neighbors. They all go. 6 more boards, so 6 inches each. 6 times 6, I want another 36 inches. So I'm all the way down and under the window. The couch is there. I could actually, told my daughter today, I said, I could actually quit and nobody'd know because the couch is hiding what's not done. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to finish. I'm at the point where I have to do another electrical outlet. And that just, even though I know what I'm doing, it takes a lot of thought. Like, now what did I do? Did I do this? Oh yeah, I did that screw. I always have to rethink that all in my mind. Now I need to do this blue here so that doesn't show. Well, I don't like that red. Let's trim that off. So made another. I've been taking rebar. If you don't know what that is, you'll have to look it up. It's a steel bar. It comes in 20-foot sections. The lumber yard is where I bought it, and they cut it up for me. They have some kind of cutter, and I said cut it up in 3 to 4 foot sections, mismatched sizes. I don't care how you do it, no shorter than 3 feet, and then just whatever. And I took a large, like an inch and an eighth, I believe, what do you call it, washer, and I attached the washer to the bottom of a plate, like an antique dish, bowl, what do you want to call it? I lost my cloth. There it is. And then I put a inch and an eighth bolt on that, nut. So I have the washer and the nut. And then I put the rebar, I put the bowl upside down. I put the washer on and the bolt, not the bolt, the nut, the washer and the nut. And then I put the rebar, bunch of glue in it, and I used E6000. I probably should have used, well, actually I've successfully done 5 of them now. Put a whole bunch of E6000 in there, put the rebar in, and I put it against this one cupboard where the bowl will slide underneath, and then the rebar goes up along the front of this. It's an antique cabinet, and I took masking tape when I went around the cabinet. It's a chimney cabinet, so it's about 18 inches, 16 inches wide, long skinny door. Went around it a couple times and held that rebar there all weekend. And I took it out today and put it in the garden. I used a bowl from Germany, and I think I paid $5 for this bowl, if I remember right. But it's just sitting in a cabinet, and I'm like, you know what? It's sitting in the cabinet. I'm not looking at it. I'm not enjoying it. I'll never resell it. It's not like I'm going to sit here and put it on Etsy and make a fortune. It was worth, like, you know, when I bought it, I looked it up, and it was worth more than $5. But the point is to get pleasure out of it, right? So it's now in my flower bed. I'll have to put some pictures up. I filled it with water. There we go. How cute is that? I feel like it needs something. Like not this piece of paper on it. There. So there's 2. Let's do I have another envelope? I guess I don't. We could fancy these up though. I have a blue label here. Put this on. And then maybe a piece of, let's see, a little piece of this. So I had a lazy weekend. Made sure I got my flowers watered multiple times. Planted a new rose bush. I got a rose bush and another kind of a shrub. It's going to grow tall, not as big as a lilac bush. I don't really know. I don't remember what it was called. I'd never seen it before. But it was, they were gifts from my grandkids. Got those planted. The one I put way in the backyard, way back to the back of my property, so that it can get whatever it's going to do, let it do its thing. What's this? This is cute. Let's see. How about a sticker of some kind? Or words. Let's see. What else? That's about it. I don't want these. Love with all your heart. Let's see. Always be on the lookout for the presence of wonder. I like that. Why couldn't we put that on one of these? Let's see, love with all your heart. I wish I had something about beauty. There's beauty in the simplicity. I like that better. There's beauty in the simplicity. Okay, that definitely has to go on here, but on a torn piece of paper maybe. My son made, I have the best kids. All three of my boys bake. All three of them. They all cook. They're not afraid to get in the oven and do some damage with some cake mixes and stuff, or cookies, or pies, homemade cinnamon rolls. They do bread. One of them makes homemade bread. Well, actually, two of them. Let's see how this will. There is beauty in the simplicity. I like that. Maybe I'll put some buttons or something on it. Okay, that's too big. I don't want to take away from the paper. Down there at the bottom. How about right there? And maybe I can put a little sticker or something with it. What have I got? We're dealing with purple. There's some purples. Ooh, interesting. I need something little and wispy. Like that. Oh, this is pretty. No, I'm not liking this. No, that's a no. That's a cleanup later. I might just leave it at this. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's enough. I don't really want to put a lot on there. I had a stencil. Where's my stencil? How do you, here it is. I can put this, some stenciling on this. That's pretty. I wish I had my paint in here. Paint would work really good with this. This is something new that I got online, this little flimsy thing. There's one. And then this one. I wish I had a, let's see, what did I do to, let's see. Let's stick in this. I'll put this on here. I think I'll just junk it up. I don't know if I like that. Oh, it's on there now. I'm going to put this little wad of thread on there. There's that. Where you going? Ooh, what you hungry for?
Gummy bears.
Oh, none of the parade candies any good? This says journal.
I don't know where the bread candy are.
It's on the under the TV in that amber glass. Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh, man, all your stuff.
Yeah. My son's having a candy hunger. Candy, what do you call it? Candy attack. He's off to the dollar store. Journal. Well, that's ugly.
No, you can't go out. I'm sorry. Not until you're doing better.
There you go. My cat had an allergic reaction to her collar. They say it can be vinyl, latex. It can actually be, it was a, what do you call it? A flea and tick collar. And then the medicine you put on their neck, which the medicine on her neck didn't do anything. It was literally right where the collar was. She had a reaction. So I got the collar off, and now her fur's going away right exactly where the collar was. I feel terrible, like a really bad pet mom. I don't know. I really feel bad. That's kind of a peachy pink flower in that. Anyway, I'm keeping her in the house. I'm putting, they said, the vet said I could put triple antibiotic on her. Is fine. So I've been doing that. Just in the, like, she had a little sore. Isn't that terrible? I feel terrible. I don't like that. I need to cover up my thing. It didn't work. I need some little wispy things. That's purple. Man, I'm having terrible luck. I'm just at the point where I don't care. I'm just going to slap something down. That's purple. Wow, I can't find anything to put on there. So yeah, back to the journal and the fair, the county fair. My granddaughter has quite a few things entered. She did a challenge in her 4-H group. You have $20 to spend at a secondhand store, charity shop, whatever you want to call it, and you have to put together an outfit. And she got a pair of jean shorts and a little cute little red top, and then you're supposed to get shoes, but they didn't have any that fit her. So she's using a pair of her own sandals, but in replace of that, and to replace that, she got a ankle bracelet. And so she had to model that and have a little video done. And and then she's got a rabbit. She's showing a rabbit. And what was the third thing? She's doing something else. I know, Mommy. I know. I think I'll use this. This is pretty. Anyway, you can do open, like people do their jelly in their pie and all that. The good old county fair stuff. I think I'm going to enter a journal for upcycling with, the cake box and the packaging from Amazon and all the elements we use. Oh, this drives me crazy. What, honey? She wants to go outside. I don't want her outside. It's hot. It's so hot. My cats are my babies. Okay, I'm about ready to. I've had it twice. This is ridiculous. Oh, come on, there you are. There we go. I feel like I've just made it to the moon. We got it, by George. This is a pretty one. There. I'm going to overlay them and have it be real subtle. There we go. So we've got one big mess. That's what we have. One. These are Joey card makers. There's another quote I didn't get put down. Put that there. So we've got these two. Those are cute. And these 3, 4. So that is it. That's all I wanted to do. I'm going to try to get back in Amy at the Crafty Cat 50 Stack Challenge tomorrow. I'm sure she's drawn it today and it'll upload in the night because I always wake up about 4 in the morning and I watch her videos. Hers are Mitzi's. Okay, there we go. Envelopes. Cut in half. Sorry it wasn't anything more exciting. I just got a little bit of stash. Where's my tags? Let me see. And I've got a thing of tags here. Let's pop some in. I'm well taken care of here, but too busy to write. That's cute. So these can just pop in. All right. That's too tall for this one, but get some shorter ones. Of all kinds. Put some tabs on them. Okay, guys, that's it for this little video. That's all I have. I'll see you later this week. Have a great week. Bye-bye.